is that you do.
My name is Courtney Thompson, and I am the CEO of Platinum Door Entertainment.
And what is Platinum Door Entertainment?
Well, it's an entertainment company which includes a record label. It includes a video, film, it's audio, video, everything. But my primary thing is a record label, the record label.
Okay. So how did you get started in this business?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. I have an adopted son that's a rapper. And before I knew it, the circles I traveled in, it was all people in the industry. And it was kind of, I don't want to say it was by osmosis, but I kind of can say that. Before I knew it, that's what I was doing. And I was moved up over to Lenox Square, right across in a beautiful high-rise, and things were just happening, and I was like, wow, this is really neat.
And what would you say you like most about your profession?
Honestly, what I like most about my profession is being able to interact with the level of people that I get to meet. It's really neat. It's cool.
And what do you like least about?
Probably the differences in personalities, trying to get everything to mesh together, like with artists and that kind of thing. Dealing with artists sometimes, can be a little tricky.
Okay. And if you could work with anyone in the music business, who would it be?
As far as artist, or on what level?
Any aspect of the music business.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll answer this in two parts. The first part, if there's anyone that I would look up to in this industry as far as on an executive level, it would be hands down Sylvia Rohn, the First Lady of Hip Hop. Now, if the person I would want to work with the most, I promise you I'd have to say Pharrell.
Why Pharrell?
Because he's happy. I love him. I just think he makes me happy when I look at him.
Why did I know you would say that?
I love him.
So since you've been working in this, I would say the music industry, what would you say you are most proud of?
Probably the fact that I have been successful in a field where I look around and I see the people that have been doing this have been doing it so long. I mean, like 20 years. And, I just started this company in 2012. And it's God that's put me in the right positions to be at the right places at the right time. And I can only just say it's God that's put me there. It's nothing else but God.
So we know getting into the music industry, period, can be a little difficult. What would you say if there was any aspect or something that you could change and make it easier for people to get into this business? What would you do?
I think if I could change one thing, it would be maybe the integrity of the industry, in the manner of, with my label, I'm never ever going to sign somebody that that I even think is a chance that I'm going to have to shelf, because I want to give them that chance. That is my that's totally what I'm here for. Without that, you're going to end up with a lot of people. You're going to end up with a lot of people signed and a few people working. And I want everybody that I have signed, whether it's a producer, whether it's an engineer, whether it's an artist, whether it's a writer, I want them all working, because that's what makes me happy, to see them succeed, the success.
So what's next for Platinum Door Entertainment? Where do you see the business, I would say, like in the next 5 years?
Well, the next 5 years, I definitely will be at the Grammys. As far as my company, I'm really incorporating movies now and making movies, and I've actually got one that I'm working on now, and I can probably talk more about that later, but right now I'm I just can't say much about it, but it's very exciting. It's a totally different type of thing than dealing with artists, than dealing with producers, engineers, writers. The movie scene, you're really out there. You're really working with people, not only the famous people, and you've got the artist in there too, but you're also working with the everyday person. And it's very different, but it's so exciting. It's very rewarding. And when I see all of those smiles on those faces, I know that I have done my job well.
Right. So what advice would you give to those looking to get into music, whether it's producing, writing, singing? What advice would you give to them?
I would probably say, first of all, never give up. You've got to be consistent, you've got to be persistent, and you've got to be insistent.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our readers and viewers, Blink, that we have not touched on?
Well, I'll tell you, I think that times are changing right now in this industry, and my label, well, I was talking to my partner, I'm a co-CEO, Harold Durrett, is my partner, and Harold and I were talking the other day, and you know, music's changing, and don't be so stuck in what you're stuck in. We work with a lot of rap, rap, urban, pop, hip hop. We've done pretty much everything. You know, Broadway plays, we're working on one now, doing all the music. My mother has written a lot of, well, she's written 31 songs, and so it's exciting. Broadway is different than TV. It just is. So I feel like, you know, if I had to say anything, I would say don't give up. I would also say never, ever, ever think that you can't do it, because you can. I mean, God's given us all abilities, and in any field that you go into, you just need to learn. The minute you think that you know it all is the minute you stop learning. So keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, an open heart, and just let God take you where you're supposed to be. You're never going to go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that. So where and how can our blinkers find you or reach you?
Well, you can go to our website, www.platinumdoorent.com. We're on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere. We are located in Lenox Towers. It's directly across the street from Lenox Square, and we're in the twin high-rises, 3390 Peachtree Road, Suite 1300 in Atlanta.